welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marion. In today's video, I will be accomplishing this look using predominantly Sephora Brand products. If you would like to see how I accomplish this look, my thoughts on the products, then please stay tuned. But before we jump into this video, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give it a big thumbs up. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. So I thought it would be fun to do a full face of Sephora products, or predominantly Sephora products. There are some things I don't have, like bronzers, which I will indicate in the video, but I just want to test these out for you guys and for myself, because if I like the products, if they're worth the coin, I will continue to purchase them, because Sephora Brand is a lot cheaper than a lot of the companies that they carry in the store. And I've used a lot of their products throughout the years, such as the micro smooth powder. I have lip pencils, glosses, blushes, but there are other things that are new to me that I have never tried, such as their lashes and setting spray and some other things. And enough of me rambling, we're gonna hop right into this video. Now, I showed in a previous video that I picked up this year's holiday set of brushes, and this is what they look like. And I kind of showed what these brushes were in a previous video. I'll have linked down below or somewhere up here. But this one is a concealer brush. This one is the foundation brush. This one is for blush. And this is powder. And we have buffing. I'm assuming the buffing is for contour. And I also have the holiday brush set from last year, just to show you, and it was a little bit more in the kit. I think this year they decided to separate eye brushes from face, I guess to get a little bit more coins, but this is from last year, you can see. And last year came with the same foundation brush. It also has a brow brush, sorry. This is powder. This one is for blush as well. This is for your crease brush. This is for contour, and I showed this one in the previous video. And then this one is for concealer as well. So one thing I noticed about the concealer brushes, they're a little bit different. This year's is a little thicker, and this one is a whole lot flatter. So I'll be using this one to clean up my brows. So I'm gonna use these brushes in today's video. I have lashes that I showed before. I'm gonna figure out what to use. So yeah, I'm just gonna try a lot of different things and see how it works. And first things first is brows. I have their brow pencil, and I don't know why I did not open it, because it's gonna be a struggle. Okay, so I finally got the wrapping off, and I have the Sephora waterproof brow pencil. It's retractable, and it's in shade chocolate brown. So I'm hoping it's like a neutral, yeah, or a cool toned. It looks a little warm, and I can work with it, no problem. So I've showed how to do my brows many times, and I haven't cleaned them up in a minute, so I'm going to kind of quickly speed through this. So I'm gonna do more of a like a natural type of brow. One thing about this brow pencil is it kind of reminds me of the Huda Beauty brow pencil. No, not the Huda Beauty. The Benefits Precisely My Brow Pencil. And this one here blends out as far as like the strokes so easily. So if you're looking for an affordable brow pencil, go ahead and check out Sephora. They have an ample amount of shades for your brows as well. And I feel like this is a little bit warm for my brows because they are very cool tone, but it's not like a weird looking shade. It kind of blends well with my hair. So I'm going to clean up my brows using Sephora's Best Skin Ever Full Coverage Multi-Use Concealer. I have it in 28.5 neutral, and I did like a quick review on this concealer in a previous video. I'll link that down below as well if you haven't checked it out. This isn't my normal brow cleanup brush, but I just wanted to test out the holiday brush from Sephora. I have a specific one that I kind of like because it's very precise, and this one isn't as dense as I need it to be. So I'm definitely not going to use this concealer brush again to clean up my eyes. It's too flimsy, so I'm pretty sure this would work well with blending out concealer under my eye. But as far as like under my brows, no. So I don't have an eyeshadow palette from Sephora, so I thought I would improvise and use one of the blush trio sets to just do a quick little simple eye look. Try to find one that has a matte because I have 3 of these and I don't want to go too dark on my eyes. So, and I might can just pick and choose whichever one that I want to use. I really like this color scheme, but that's not a matte. But this one has a matte in it. This particular one is a matte. So I might just use this one because this one is definitely too dark for a daytime look. So out of the brushes that I have from Sephora, I'm going to take this crease brush, and this blush has a lot of kickback, so let's see if it's going to do something on my eyelid. Okay, even for it being a blush, it blends out pretty well. I primed my eyes with the Juvia's Place because I don't have an eyeshadow primer from Sephora. Typically, I would set my eyelid because it creases. So I hope I didn't make a mistake and not set this since this is blush. So I am able to build it up to give it, you know, some pigment. It's not, you know, patchy or anything. I'm not trying to do anything extravagant on my eyes. I just want to utilize as much products that I have in front of me as possible that belongs to Sephora. So I'm thinking about doing another chit chat video. I haven't done one in a long time, talking about love after divorce or long-term relationships. I don't know, I just be in my car sometimes and I just be having a lot of things running through my mind and trying to, you know, figure out what I want to do in life in regards to like love, relationships, just my personal life. I have a lot that be going on in this brain up here, and I'm like, Mary, you know, I am an Aquarius, so a lot of times we are known to kind of like sabotage ourselves. We overthink. Sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes that's a bad thing, and we can kind of like prevent ourselves from experiencing true happiness. So I just feel like those are some things that I need to think about sometime. And I'm going back into this palette and see if the shimmer highlight will work on my eyes. Okay, it will. Oh, this is pretty. It's a little lighter than what I expected. And I'm using another holiday brush. I really like this brush. I've used this one before. So I'm gonna dip into another palette, trio palette, to kind of tame it down. Add some little gold to it because this is very silvery. And I just think I just made it even more. Yeah, no, that's not. I'm gonna go in with this color right here. And hopefully I'm not messing up my look. So I decided to go in with a little bit of the darker blush to kind of like give it a little and I'm kind of glad that I'm doing that because it needed a little help. So in regards to eyeliner, I have the Sephora waterproof intense eyeliner, and what is this, satin chocolate brown. This is not the, I thought this was the one that I liked the most, and the girl in Sephora said it was, and she told me it was just different packaging, but I don't think so, but it'll do what I needed to do for now. And I'll just have to go back to Sephora and find the right one that I like. Moving on to complexion, the foundation. I'm very, very surprised that I like the foundation, and I'm going to take this brush to apply it. So I feel like this brush really blending out the foundation, and whatever I have left over, I'll just put it on my forehead because I'm not just really big on having a lot of product on my forehead. One thing about this foundation, it's very easy to build up, so that's a good thing. And it's $20, I think, if I'm not mistaken, so that's definitely a plus as well, because I have foundations that cost $40, $50, $60 and don't perform as well as this one. So sometimes it's not about the money that you spend in order to get quality. It's just, you know, being able to just use different products and determining which ones work for you. Moving on to concealer. Gonna apply it directly to my face. I feel like I need a lighter shade for this one. It's supposed to be neutral, but it doesn't look neutral in person. It looks very yellow. Very, very yellow. But I'm gonna take this concealer brush. I feel like this is too small. Do I have a different concealer brush? Yep, but it's not Sephora. I'm gonna stick to what my plans is and use all Sephora products. So using this will take some time, but I do like the way that it is blending out the concealer under my eyes. I can clean up the eyeshadow. So typically I would go in with another concealer just to kind of give a little bit more coverage under my eyes. I do have freckles. I know everyone loves the freckles, but I tend to cover mine up. Why, I don't know. It's just something that I do. So I don't have a bronzer from Sephora, but I'm going to take the Sephora brush to apply the cream bronzer that I do have and want to work with while I'm letting the concealer sit. Just a little. Ooh, that's too much. That's too much. So to set my entire face with the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder, I have it in tan. I'm going to use this brush from Sephora, the 50. I showed this already in my haul video. So I really like the shape of this particular brush. Okay, this brush may be my new all over powder brush. The way that it's so flat that it just applies the product exactly where you need it to go. And then this powder, of course, just blends everything together, especially if you are looking a little too light and you feel like, you know, you need everything to blend. Just as you can see, it's kind of like bringing some pigment back into my face. And I am loving it because it's starting to make it look airbrush without it looking powdery, if you get what I'm saying. So I am going to choose a highlight out of one of these trio palettes. I'm thinking since I used this one for my eyes, it would only be right to kind of like use a different one for my face. One that's not as, you know, bright as these. I don't want too much highlighter on my face, so I'm just trying to figure out the right brush to use to where it's just not like, pow, you know what I'm saying? Can you see it? It's very like, it's there, but it's not there. It's very subtle. Okay, I feel like this is enough. I be wanting to do like super duper glam looks, and then when I'm doing my makeup, I'm like, you know what, Mary? No, you don't need to do that. I guess maybe it's my age that's talking, but you know, I don't know. I just, once I get into the thick of things, I'm just like, no, that's good. You don't want to overdo it. And when I'm saying I don't want to overdo it, I don't even do enough sometimes. So next thing to do is lashes. But before I do lashes, I need to go ahead and throw on some mascara. I don't have any mascara from Sephora. I have two sets of lashes from Sephora. I have Swanky and I have Flirty. Swanky is supposed to be dramatic. Flirty is supposed to be full. Neither one of them are dramatic or full in my opinion. But before I go in with applying the lashes, I feel like I should set my face. And I'm going to use Sephora makeup setting spray. This is supposed to be 16-hour wear, transfer proof, sweat and humidity resistant, because I'm in Houston. Even though it's November, this weather is bipolar and it gets very humid here. It did not mess up my mascara. It doesn't have like an overpowering scent, kind of like, you know how Huda Beauty's Wet Resting Boss scent smell. It really doesn't have a scent at all. So honestly, I like the way that it set my face so far. It kind of made like the highlight and everything pop a little bit more, or maybe it's just me. Let me know. Did it make it pop some more? Could just be me. So lashes, while I'm just all over the place, I'm thinking I'm going to do Swanky. I hope I chose the right one. Swanky is supposed to be dramatic. I chose Swanky because the band is very, very thin, and I'm hoping I don't have to do any customization such as cutting it. So on the carton, it tells you left eye, right eye. So that's very helpful of Sephora. For lash adhesive, I'm using the Sephora Clear Brush Tip Eyelash Adhesive. Okay, so I kind of complained about how small the band is, but honestly, I like the thin band because I was able to see exactly where to place the lashes above my actual lashes. So that was a definitely plus for me. Now, last but not least is lips, and then we will be done. So for lips, I'm going to be trying out one of these glosses from the Wishing You collection. And if I didn't say it before, these brushes are from the Wishing You collection. So they may not even just be the holiday set, but I'm thinking that they just decided to name this particular holiday collection Wishing You. Who knows? So it comes with 3 glosses. The glosses are called Boss. So Boss is the clear one. And then Lover is like this pink shimmery one. And then the last one is Fly, which is 120. And this one is like a rose gold. Yeah, it's rose gold. I have lip pencils from Sephora. Been having these. These are either $11 or $12, and look how long they are. And they are very creamy. They apply with no issue. So if you're in the need for lip pencils, go to Sephora, get their pencils. So I'm thinking I'm going to take 29, which is dressed to the 90s, and just keep my lip a little simple. So I'm thinking when it comes to the lip gloss, I'm going to use number 7, which is Lover. So I am back, and this is the final look, me using predominantly Sephora products to accomplish this look. I must say that I am pleasantly surprised. Nothing disappointed down from the brushes to the setting spray. So I know that I definitely need to go back to Sephora and get the other products, especially like eyeshadow and bronzers, to try out. Have you used any of Sephora products? Are you interested in using their products? Leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. It's free. What are you waiting on? And hit that notification bell as well. And as always, thank you for watching.